gonna get roasted in the comments for how he's walking.
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, man. How are you? Good.
What's up, YouTube? Andy Kruger here. We got a field trip today. Taking a little field trip downtown Cincinnati. We're gonna go to one of my favorite parks of all time. When I lived in the city, I went here like every single day. So I got Fred Boy in the back, and I want to show you guys what field trip looks like when I just take him out and about. No training. No training. There's not going to be any heeling, sitting, downing, staying. It's just going to be a Fred day. We do plenty of training otherwise. I'll do another video where I take him on a field trip and we do some training, but for this time, we're just going to let the boy explore and have some fun. All right, y'all, like I said, field trip time. We got Frederico in the back here, and I'm gonna show you how I take him to the park. Of course, he's in a crate. No loose doggies in the car. Crate. And I got my good friend here, Mr. Retractable Leash. I know what you guys are thinking. You either love him or you absolutely hate him. I love them, but I hate how some people use them in some situations. So I'm gonna show you how I use my Flexi, my retractable leash. This thing's about 20 plus feet. You're gonna see. I'm also gonna have my little slip collar here, just in case I need it. I'll show you. Oh boy, oh God. Always hold on the handle. Got Fred Boy ready to rock. Regular flat collar with the buckle. Look at that. It's physically impossible to break or come off. You know those collars with the plastic buckles on them? Ditch that. Just in case. Oh yeah, brother. Never leave your keys in the car. Pro tip. All right, we're ready. And once again, no training. Zero training, just doggy running around. Let's go. And hit it. It's Freddy time. This is all about the dog just running around, sniffing, peeing, pooping, taking in the scenery, the sights, the sounds, just him being a dog. Like I said in the car, I will do a field trip where I incorporate some obedience training, but this one, no training. Now with this Flexi leash, right there, it's easy for the dog to get wrapped around a tree or a post, so you gotta be careful with that. Boom, you see that around the back move? Pro move. And we got some good environmental stuff going on. They're setting up for some kind of on, sir. The reason that this flexi leash is acceptable to use in this situation, because I'm in a big open green space. There's no streets, no traffic. Hey-oh. That's what you gotta watch. Boom, problem solved. There's no pedestrians, there's no people with dogs that are walking around me. If I was around a crowded group of people, this would be obnoxious. If there was traffic, this would be dangerous. So in this context, it's good. What you don't want to do is let your dog do this on a sidewalk, next to a street, not next to a street. It's obnoxious. Traffic, do you not value your dog's life at all? What if I'm like this on a sidewalk and someone's walking the opposite way with their dog behind the back? Pro move. Then what? Now I'm just bombarding them with my dog. So you don't want to do that. But in a big open space, like this, it's cool. And as I said, as we got out of the car, he's on a flat collar, no prong, no e-collar. So this way, if he does hit the end of the leash a little bit abruptly, he doesn't mind at all. Now, of course, the day that we picked to come here, there's some kind of a massive, like, festival being set up over there. So we're gonna go check it out real quick. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Andy, your dog's pulling so obnoxiously. Your dog's pulling obnoxiously. Why don't you trust me, he can heel just fine. Sometimes I want him to pull. This is fine by me, personal preference, but no training. Get roasted in the comments for how he's walking. So you see how as we come into a more crowded, confined area, I shorten up on his leash. I don't need him 20 feet in front of me right now. Perfect example. Look at that pedestrian there. If he was at the end of this 20-foot leash, he'd be making a new friend, which I don't want. Very obnoxious. Now look at that other dog right there. I shorten up my leash. I'm constantly aware of my surroundings. I know where, I know where people are. I know where dogs are. I know what's going on around me at all times, because not everyone is a great dog handler, believe it or not. Look at this fella. What are you doing there, boy? You make yourself a climb? Good boy. Check out the view of this. I used to come here every day. That's Mount Adams right there. Are you the good boy? He bites. Get you a shirt. Link in description. Get you a shirt. Don't be foolish. I told you I would explain why I put that little slip collar on him. Here's why. Say that I see someone coming and they're really uneducated about dog etiquette and they unleash their dog and a dog starts running towards us. I'm gonna call my dog back to me like this. And then when he gets to me, get your dog out of here, you weirdo. I have something to grab a hold of right here. I mean, I have this too, but then I just have a little handle I can grab a hold of in case I need to fend off any unruly dogs running around. That's the risk about going out in public with the dog. Someone could just unleash their dog and then you have a problem. All right, here we go. Feel. Come on, am I prepared or am I prepared? Pick up the poop, people! Pick it up! All right, so look, we're gonna start heading back. What was that, 10, 15 minutes? I don't need to be out here for an hour. I don't need to be out here for hours. I guess you could. I guess you could if you want, but look at the dog. I'm getting everything I need in this little field trip. He's getting a little exercise. He's getting to explore, check out some sights, some smells, go into a little bit of a crowded area, lots of stimulation going on. He does perfect. Money in the bank. He's a little tired. I load him up and we get out of here. Wait, Dimple. Boy, buddy. Now we're coming back up to the street, so now I gotta reel the boy in. So letting him be all over the place on the long line here, is that gonna mess up any of my obedience training, healing, focus, engagement? Heck no, it's not. If you do it right, this isn't gonna mess up anything. In fact, this will make all his obedience that much better because now he gets the best of both worlds. He doesn't just have to be next to me working all the time. Sometimes he can just run around and do his thing, and then when it's time to work, he'll be a little bit refreshed, have a nice break from it, and be ready to go. So if your training is good, if your dog's lifestyle is good, don't worry about that. Behind the back. Now it's a little water time. Woo! Little drinky there. Okay, we're done. Let's go. Bingo. He gets in the crate. I take off the equipment. Oh God. Good boy, huh? How's that? You have fun, huh? You have yourself a good little time? That is that, y'all. A quick little field trip. Again, you can go longer than I went there, but I'm gonna lose all views and subscriptions with a 30 to 60 minute unedited video of him walking around on a leash in the park. It's not that exciting. So just to give you a little glimpse how I do it, no training involved. What more do you want? What more do you want from that? Thanks y'all for watching. I'd love to hear your feedback. Oh yeah, we got out in the nick of time. Love to hear your guys' comments. Hit me with that sub if you think I've earned it. Get you a Heat Bite shirts, bunch of different designs, link in the description. We're gonna go rock out. Boom! Fish pressure. Bingo. All right, so a lot of positive reinforcement happening, a lot of payment for going into the crate, but to complement that, I'm adding negative reinforcement. That's the leash pressure. I'm teaching him you get a jackpot if you go in, but it's actually not optional. And if you decide I'm not gonna go in, negative reinforcement happens. So it's a nice 50-50 balance of both positive and negative reinforcement. 50% of what's gonna make up operant conditioning.